Hello, everybody. One second, I just had a bit took a minute to get logged in. Let me just make sure I get everything up. Can you guys hear me okay? If you just want to give me a thumbs up, kind of chat in. I will share my screen. Here we go. Yeah, if you guys can hear me okay, just kind of give me a thumbs up or just chat in, let me know that the sound is good. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, great. Thanks, everybody. Okay, so what we were going to talk about today is working with lenders. But I just want to get an idea. I do have, a slide deck prepared for us to go through today, but I just want to kind of hear from everyone because, Success Meetup is a little bit more casual than, obviously other trainings. And we only have about 25 people in class. So chat and let me know. Is anyone here a lender? I'd also love to know if we have any broker owners who are going to be adding lenders so I can get an idea of how this may affect you guys. Okay. Okay, Mark. Yeah, you're in the perfect spot. If you are a broker admin who is adding a lender. So, what we're just going to kind of go over is when you add a lender, what those lenders' options are and what your option is, kind of as an admin. Great for agents, to be in here as well. But so I just want to kind of quickly discuss our objectives. I just want to make sure, especially for our lenders and our broker owners, a quick look at compliance. I am not an expert on compliance or anything legal, but I just want to just kind of quickly do a note to this and tell you guys who to reach out to if you have compliance questions. We'll talk about how to involve your lender in the lead rotation, what those options are, and then we'll talk about some options for marketing your lender if you're working with a lender partner, just being able to tell them what the co-marketing options are. One moment while I get that all ready. Okay. So, and I also wanted to note while we're here together, if you can use the chat box, that's easier for me to check than the Q&A because it's just me in here teaching and moderating. So if you have any questions or comments, put them in the chat box. So I would just want to make sure I do not miss anything that you guys have for me. All right. So when you are working with a lender on your platform, these are a couple very important facts to remember. So landing pages and squeeze pages, which are options on your website for marketing and lead generation, those are not available to lenders. However, asterisks here, I'm going to show you some great marketing workarounds. But a lender is not going to be able to log into their account and create a landing page or a squeeze page. However, I'm going to show you guys some workarounds that you do have. Also, on your website, there is a finance page. This finance page is where lenders are going to be highlighted. On the finance page, you will have kind of the lender's image and information about them, and potentially, a form to fill out. The finance page is available on the agent level, the team level, and the office level. It is not on the company page. So it's going to be kind of broken down more locally to agent, team, and office. Whatever the lender puts on their profile. So when a lender logs into their KV Core, just like you guys, when you log into your KV Core, you can adjust what's in your profile. Whatever a lender puts there is going to be populated to the website. Yeah, make sure y'all can see my screen. So you should see a slide now that says lender website facts. So whatever a lender puts into their profile, that's what will populate on the finance tab on that website. If you are going to be working with multiple lenders, those lenders are going to be displayed in a rotation. So everyone is going to get an opportunity to be displayed on the finance page. It will just be kind of displayed as a stacked rotation. I know I have some agents here today. If you are an agent and there's one particular lender that's on your platform, so kind of broker admins will add the lenders. And as an agent, if there's one particular lender that you are going to work with, you can set that in your profile. And so if you give me one moment, I'm just going to demo a few of these things in the CRM so that if you do want to set your lender, kind of exactly how this is done. Okay. So what we have on the screen right now is the CRM, the KV Core platform. And if you are an agent and you want to select a specific lender to work with, you're going to find your name in the top right corner, and you're going to go to My Profile. When you are in My Profile, you will find kind of the top where you see your name and your image, agent profile, and then you're going to find a blue button that says Edit Profile. Then we're going to scroll down, and you will see a spot on the left, kind of towards the bottom, where you can add a lender. This is if you want to work with a specific lender. You will select them from this search, and then you can select this box that says Show on Agent Subdomain. What this means is that if anyone comes to your agent website and they go to the finance page, only this one lender will be highlighted. If you as an agent get leads routed to you from your team, right, internet leads, they will also be routed to this lender. You are selecting them to kind of be linked with you and to be shown on your website. If you guys have questions as we go, definitely pop those in, and I will try to answer those as we can. Mark, I need to think about your question, because if you want to have a lender that has access to the entire database, I believe that there is a way for you to do that. We're going to get into lender rotation in just a couple minutes, but I may need to just follow up with you later with exact details, but I do believe that there is a way for you to do that. So if you guys don't want to route your leads and you just want to give your lender kind of access to all of the contacts, I just need to make sure I know exactly kind of how you guys would do that. But I'm going to show you in a minute how you can access the lead rotation. So the only people who can add a lender information into the database would be a broker admin. So anyone with a broker admin permission, they are allowed to add lender partners onto the platform. Agents aren't adding lenders onto the platform. Okay. So just a couple things to keep in mind in terms of compliance. Feel free to read this slide. Again, I do not want to speak for any legal entities. I just want to kind of put this in front of you so you're thinking about it. An MSA is a master service agreement. When you are working with a lender to share in the cost of your platform, make sure that you are staying compliant. Remember that MSAs should focus on marketing and not referrals. So, as long as it is targeting larger audiences and not kind of like one specific person, you're going to have specific agreements written up for both you and any of your lender partners. And our billing team already has those written up. So if you have any questions, you see this email on the right that says billing@insiderealestate.com, and they will make sure that your agreement is compliant and kind of get you guys started with 2 separate RESPA agreements. So definitely do reach out to them. Okay, so now we were going to talk about sending leads to your lenders. There are 4 ways to make sure your lenders are getting leads. We just walked through number 1. If an agent wants to work with a specific lender, they can do that in the agent profile. As a broker admin, you have probably already set your you've probably already set your lead routing rules. There's an option for you to add a lender in those rules. And so what that means is if you have one lender, you can just select them to be in the rotation, which means essentially they will get all of the leads that come in. If you have 2 or 3 lenders, you can put them into the lead rotation as a round robin, and so they'll all take turns. So anytime a lead registers to the company, whichever lender is next in line will get that lead, and then they'll go to the back of the line, and it'll basically just be an unweighted round robin rotation. Additionally, you can manually assign a lender within the contacts profile. And so to Mark's question, Mark was asking, how do we just give a lender access to all of our contacts? I believe there's a way to bulk action this and to just bulk action assign your contacts to a lender. I have to double check on that, but you can certainly manually assign a lender to any contacts profile. So as a broker admin, you want to be thinking about your lead routing and just make sure that if you want to give lenders leads as internet leads come into your site, that you have added that lender into the lead rotation. And you will see that. So if you're a broker owner and you log into your CRM, you'll find your name again. Here's our drop down. And at the bottom, you're going to see a button that says lead routing. When you select lead routing, here is where you can set your rules. This is like our list of rules. You can name the rule, and then you can add new rules where you see this green button that says add a new rule. And here is where you can add a lender. So it says who receives the lead, and you can say agent, and then it says all agents, and then you can add a lender, and then you'll add their name. And so this enters them into the lead rotation. A lender is only going to have, so Sarah's asking about kind of lender access. And Sarah, let me know if I'm misunderstanding your question, but a lender is only going to have access to the contact that they are assigned. Either they're manually assigned that contact or they're added to the lead rotation. So that's the only way a lender is going to have access. Y'all let me know if you have questions. If you're a broker owner and you had questions about the lead routing right here. So you could just name it like the lead routing rule and then add your lenders. And then you can say, buyer leads. For your lenders, you might want to say only buyer leads. And then as long as you do not select a source or do not select a hashtag, it will not discriminate. It'll just allow, all buyer leads coming in to be sent to any of these lenders who are next in the rotation. So the next option that you have that you want to think about for your lenders. So far we've thought about lead rotation, understanding kind of lender access. They're only going to be able to view the leads that they are given. You also want to make sure that you are sending out a welcome email to your lenders. So once you've added a lender, the next step is going to be an email that says, you now have an account with our platform. Here's your temporary password. And then you want to tell your lenders, take the lender success plan. This is in their training platform. So we want to make sure that all the lenders are watching this lender success plan so that they understand the basics. So as a broker admin, when you come in to your drop down and you go to lenders and you want to add a lender, see this green button over to the right, we will hit add lender. This is where you can see kind of their temporary password and give them that information. So just make sure after you have added them, you just send them a note letting them know, I've added you, here's your temporary password. Make sure to take the lender success plan in the training. So now that we've just kind of talked about the basics of adding a lender and sending them leads, here's some ideas in terms of co-marketing. If you are working with a lender, that lender obviously is wanting to get some clients out of this partnership. Keep in mind, lenders want to be involved early on. So lenders don't just want to get someone after they've been pre-qualified and they're motivated and they're ready to get that, letter to put in offers. The earlier lenders can be involved, the better, because lenders want to build relationships with their clients just like agents do. So as early in the registration process, in the, client relationship building process, we can be, better for the lenders. Help them build credit, help them save for a down payment, start to finish. So we have some co-marketing options. And if you just got a new lender on your platform, if you're trying to figure out what benefit this might have to potential lender partners, this is where it is. So these are co-marketing that will be really appealing to your lenders. One is Property Boost. Property Boost is a way for homes to be marketed on Facebook. And I'm going to get into each of these in detail after this. I just want to kind of briefly introduce what we're about to talk about. So Property Boost is a Facebook marketing platform where a lender could do some marketing for a property or whatever marketing they would like to do. And it will get people to kind of view the content and register to view more. This is a plus for lenders because Property Boost produces more kind of relevant leads. And I'm going to get into that in a minute. But that's a great plus for lenders. Some other options would be lender bridges and kind of hello bars and chat widgets. Lender bridges, hello bars, and chat widgets. This is a way to work around the fact that we cannot add landing pages or squeeze pages as a lender. This will allow for lenders to get a registration link and to get kind of a chat link to new leads. So I'll demo that in a few moments as well. Lenders can also create their own smart campaigns, a way to immediately start that marketing and communication with contacts as they come in. And then you as the agent and as the, broker owner, you have the ability to add blog posts and create content on your websites. So where you would add blog posts, that is an opportunity to collaborate with your lenders. Create a quick video about saving for a down payment or a quick video about changing mortgage rates and put that on your blog widget with a link to contact the lender. So that is an amazing opportunity to not only involve your lender, but also for you as the realtor to add value and content to your site. That's really useful for people. And I'm going to go into this in detail in a few moments as well. Mark, yes, we will definitely, we are going to post a recording on Facebook for sure. And then I'll make sure, Mark, that you get a copy as well. Okay, so quick look at Property Boost. So Property Boost is added through your marketplace. It is a marketing add-on. It's a way to promote your listings. And it's really a great lead generation source because it creates a really authentic lead. Instead of someone just doing a general search on your website and wanting to just kind of keep looking, this is someone who clicks on one specific property and they care enough about that property to put in their contact information and register. So that tells us they are motivated enough to spend that time on that one property instead of a general search. So this is really great for your lenders, but just a note, you know, for agents as well, this is a great place to produce more authentic leads. Next is the next kind of co-marketing strategy I wanted to talk about in depth is lender bridges. Lender bridges, the reason we call it a lender bridge is because when someone comes to your site to view some content and they put in their registration, so it kind of squeezes them for their registration. Before they are taken back to view that content, they kind of make a pit stop at a lender page. So that the lender page kind of bridges the registration link and the original content that that lead wanted to view. This is a really great opportunity to send people to your lender early on in the process. So when you are creating this, you would create it through a landing page. And just as an example, a home valuation. It's a great way to kind of squeeze interest is a home valuation. Somebody wants to do a home valuation of their property. So they put in their property address and their name. And before they get to that valuation result, they see a quick page about a lender. And let me show you guys exactly how you would do that in your system. So you would go to lead engine, and then we would go to build a landing page. And so once you're taken here, this is the landing page where you're just kind of setting up the basics, and then you can edit it from here. So let's say you wanted to do a lead gen, and then you can put in, you know, like home valuation. We are just kind of setting what this is going to look like, kind of setting the page up. And then it says URL after login, and then you can put in the lender URL to send them there. So this is just an example of what this might look like. Another idea is a hello bar or a chat widget. So hello bar, this is an additional software. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. If you have not, it is a software where you can basically just put a kind of marketing bar at the top of your site, and you can see an example on my screen. So it integrates onto your website as a widget. So on your financing page, let's say you wanted to do a hello bar on your financing page, that would create basically a squeeze link. So this is a workaround, and your lenders can have this link here on your finance page. And I put in just a quick little video. If you guys are not familiar with this software, I went in and I created a free account. So you just go into hellobar.com and you can create a hello bar for free. Obviously, you pay for the software if you want to use it on a more advanced level, but you can see this menu on the left that allows you to create the bar. So you are editing the theme, the color, editing the text, and then you can create a URL button. So right now on the screen, you see that purple button that says sign up now. You can obviously change that text and then copy and paste a new URL that sends people to communicate with and get generated for the lender. So there are more advanced options if you wanted to pay for the software, but I just wanted to kind of briefly demo what the free options look like. And you can style the buttons, style the corners, kind of all that good stuff. The next piece is blogging and video content. So these are just some initial ideas. I'm sure you guys will, generate other ideas, but fixing your credit, how to get the best mortgage rate. Someone would love a blog post that said, fix your credit in 3 months, qualify for a property in 3 months. There are so many potential clients out there that do not think they can afford a home. And a lender has bulleted lists of how they can build their credit in a short amount of time, how they can fix specific issues on their credit report. Which issues on your credit report affect your credit the most? What do you focus on to get the right mortgage rate in the next few months? This is very valuable content for your clients. It involves your lender in a valuable way, and it also engages your clients for you as a realtor as well. So this is going to be in that web and IDX tab in your CRM. So when you are in your platform, you're going to see this web and IDX tab, and then you will see a button for blog. And this is where you can add your blog posts. You can add videos, you can add links, you can add chat widgets. This is where you would add the chat widget. A lot of opportunities to kind of post content and get feedback from your clients. I also wanted to note, so let's say we do going back to that lender bridge. Let's say we added a lender bridge to our landing page. So I'm going to go back to Lead Engine and I'm going to go to Build Landing Page. And I wanted to create basically a link to generate clients to my lender. Do you see here where it says hashtag? If you select a hashtag, let's say it is, lender leads. Anyone who comes in, who goes through this link and views the lender content, then clicks on it, they go in as lender leads. And then you can have a smart campaign that is initiated by the hashtag lender leads. So if a lender has a smart campaign and they want to introduce themselves and, get rolling with a client, they can have it automatically start anytime someone comes in from this link. So it's that type of automation that is not only going to grab a new lead, but it's also going to initiate contact with your lenders right away. If you guys have questions about that, reach out to us or just make sure you take the Smart Drip trainings, because it'll show you how you can set that rule to have it start on a specific hashtag. Sarah, I do not have a login for a lender, but Sarah, I can try and get back to you. Email support as well, but I'm going to just make a note, Sarah, and I can try to make sure I get back to you with what that looks like, because I can certainly get a lender login, but I don't have one at this moment. It looks, a lender backend, just so you know, a lender backend looks much like an agent backend. So they're going to have most of the same options, except they won't have the web and IDX option, and they won't have the lead engine option. But they'll be able to, like in this drop down, they'll be able to edit their profile. A lender will have, so if we go to the Smart CRM and see their contacts, a lender will be able to have a list of their contacts. They will be able to click on, a contact name and view their profile and make edits. So really all of the smart CRM functionality is the same. The profile functionality is the same. They just won't have these web tags or these web tabs like lead engine and web and IDX. But I can show you a couple more differences, Sarah. I'll email you separately. Yes, you guys are going to get a recording of the training. Yeah, Mark. So when you go into this, if you find your name, you'll go into this drop down and then you can find the lender tab. And then if you click on your lender's names, it will give you that information here. And you can even edit your lender's profiles. All right, you guys, that brings us to the end of the Success Meetup. I really hope that was helpful. Are there any other questions that I can help y'all with before we end today? I'll make sure you guys have access to a recording. I'll follow back up with any questions that were not answered yet. But if there's anything else I can help y'all with, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks for being here. Thanks for engaging with me. And I hope it was a helpful half hour.